Welcome to This Explainer. If you've ever felt that knot in your stomach when you think about money, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to transform that financial anxiety into a clear, actionable plan for freedom. Step by step, let's build your path to financial independence.
You know that feeling, right? Like you're stuck and your finances are controlling you instead of the other way around. But what if I told you that there's a structured, methodical way out?
Take Olaf. His story is incredibly common. A few $1,000s in credit card debt. But the stress? That felt like a million. This kind of financial pressure affects millions of people, and its most dangerous side effect is that it often leads to complete inaction.
So, before we can even start to make a plan, we have to understand the psychology behind this paralysis. Why is something as simple as numbers on a page so terrifying for so many of us?
This slide highlights a powerful concept: financial inaction. It's a vicious cycle. We're afraid of making a mistake, so we don't budget. We're scared of losing money, so we don't invest. And by doing nothing, we guarantee the situation only gets worse. We have to break that cycle.
And this isn't just about the numbers. This fear seeps into everything: our relationships, our health, our happiness. Overcoming this fear isn't just a financial goal, it's a life goal. It's the very first step toward gaining confidence and long-term stability.
Okay, so where do we begin? The path forward starts with one crucial, sometimes difficult, but absolutely necessary step: taking an honest look at where you are right now. This is all about shining a light on that scary monster in the dark and seeing it for what it is. You need to know the total amount you owe, the different kinds of debt, their interest rates, and your minimum monthly payments. This isn't about blame. It's about gaining clarity.
The next step is to lay it all out on paper or in a spreadsheet, exactly like you see here. The moment you see it all organized with those interest rates spelled out, the vague anxiety transforms into a concrete problem you can solve. Now you have a target.
Now that you know what you're dealing with, it's time to build a solid foundation. This will not only help you get out of debt, but also protect you from falling back into it in the future. The cornerstone of this foundation is a simple but incredibly powerful budgeting framework: the 50-30-20 rule. It brings instant clarity to your monthly income. Here's how it works. 50% of your take-home pay goes to your absolute needs: housing, food, transportation. 30% is for your wants, the things that make life enjoyable. And the most critical part, a full 20% is dedicated to your financial future, savings and debt repayment. Within that 20%, your first priority is to build this: an emergency fund. Think of it as your financial safety net. It's the buffer between you and disaster when an unexpected car repair or medical bill shows up. This is what breaks the cycle of borrowing. And don't be intimidated by the goal of saving 3 to 6 months of expenses. It doesn't happen overnight. It all starts small, with the very first dollar you set aside. Every contribution, no matter the size, adds to your security and peace of mind. All right, with a budget and an emergency fund started, you have a stable base. From here, you can go on the offensive. It's time to actively attack and eliminate your existing debt using proven strategies. You have two powerful strategies here. With the snowball method, you'd pay off the smallest debt first, say that $2,000 personal loan, to get a quick win and build momentum. With the avalanche method, you'd focus on the highest interest debt, like that 20% credit card, to save the most money in the long run. The best method is the one you'll stick with. Getting out of debt is a huge step, but the journey doesn't end there. True financial freedom isn't just about being debt-free. It's about building healthy, sustainable habits for life. Think of it this way: good financial habits aren't restrictions, they're investments. Every smart decision is like planting a seed that will grow into your future wealth and stability. Think of these habits as your toolkit for financial freedom. Automate your savings to make it effortless. Use the 24-hour rule to curb impulse buys. Consistently live below your means. Review your budget regularly, and never stop learning. These are the tools that will build lasting wealth. Ultimately, it all comes down to this single question. For too long, money might have felt like a burden, a source of stress and anxiety. The goal of everything we've talked about today is to flip that script, to turn money from a weight that's holding you down into a powerful tool that helps you build the life you truly want.